Hey, what's up, nerds?
Hello.
Hello, I lost my voice a little bit there. That was fun.
You cracked.
Cracked.
Hey, nerds!
Hey, hey, nerds!
They
Anyway.
dropped.
Yeah, finally. um, we're going to talk about. We are a week away from next gen, Gerald.
So close.
So
This is
very close.
this is literally 1 week until the new Xbox, and we figured, there's nothing better to talk about right now, so we're going to talk about those next gen consoles.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's the only thing anyone wants to hear about today.
Wants to, yeah.
Yeah. Um. We've got the Xbox is next Tuesday. That's the 10th, right? That's how numbers work.
Yes.
And then the PS5 is the 12th.
Thursday
The
the 12th.
12th. I am not participating in either, but I'm still excited. Does that make sense?
It's exciting times just because anytime the needle's moved forward,
Mm-hmm.
it's just it gets exciting no matter what.
Yeah.
And we haven't had a needle move in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. 7 years now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can consider the half steps, but that's not the
No.
needle moving.
No, that's just a money grab. And I mean, it worked on me. I bought the PS4 Pro.
I liked the half step systems. Of course, I didn't buy either of them, but I like
Mm,
the concept, kind of. Especially if you're going to have a few years left in your cycle and you want to give somebody, the ability to kind of juice up to where like PCs, closer to where PCs had gotten by that point. But at the
right.
end of the day, the specs being targeted by devs are still that bottom tier there. So
Right.
it only does so much. It's a stopgap, but it's not completely stupid.
Right.
And I expect we're going to see stuff like that I expect we're going to see a PS5 Pro. We're probably just going to see another letter in the series.
I'm telling you, I mean, they've already kind of said something about it, but no, it's going to be a dongle before everything's done.
Yeah.
It's just a dongle.
Yeah. um so obviously you are a PlayStation man.
I'm a
That's
PlayStation man.
well established on this channel. So we know that you are in the PlayStation camp here going forward. But let's start with the Xbox, especially since it's the first thing coming out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel, realistically, fandom aside, what do you feel their market is here?
I don't know anymore.
Like, let's say just on a very base sense, because there's a lot more that's going to go into Microsoft's platform here and what they're doing with it. But on a base sense, what do you think their attach rate is like versus Sony? What do you think their market share is going to be?
I mean, of course, in these early months, everyone's going to buy it. Like, because we are at a point with everything, like not just what's going on in the world, but also with gaming and such, where we just want that new. We want the new toy. So as long as it's not like, we've got 10 million on the shelves already, you're going to see people going out and buying it. I hate to say it, I think one of the things you're going to see as we get closer to Christmas is people buying it because they can't find a PS5.
I think there will be a bit of that, yeah.
And they just want to get a new console under the tree. But that aside, I mean, you've got the people who are the longtime fans of the series from over there. And that's pretty much all that seems to be hanging on now is just your Gears and Halo guys.
I mean, is that all that's hanging on? I mean, I think the Xbox has carved out a pretty decent market, but a lot of that in the past few years has been value proposition. It's been price. They've been able to beat Sony in price in a lot of ways and been the more available and affordable console.
Right. But, and yeah, again, I think that a lot of what you see is those who buy the console just for the multiplats, like because a lot of the gaming market, and people don't talk about it a lot, but a lot of your gaming market buys the new Call of Duty and the new FIFA or Madden, and that's it.
Yeah, that is a huge segment of the market.
And a
Absolutely.
lot of that market just switched to PlayStation last go round.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. But I don't think that there's necessarily. I don't know if brand loyalty means that much there.
Right.
I don't know that I don't think that everybody that PlayStation caught with the PS4 is necessarily coming to the PS5 over the Xbox.
They may, and I'll tell you the main thing is going to be, and of course it's not as much of a problem these days, but people buy based off what their friends are playing.
Mm-hmm.
So especially when you're talking about the multi-plat crowd, the COD and Madden guys,
Mm-hmm.
they just want to get what they can play with their friends with.
Yeah.
So it's whoever gets that early lead on that base is going to sell a lot of consoles just on that alone.
Yeah.